10 brutal truths you can't ignore if you want to live freely. You want to live freely, not just survive, not just drift, but to actually live with clarity, peace, and purpose. But here's the catch. Freedom isn't something that magically appears. It doesn't come from wishing, or even from success, wealth, or validation. Freedom begins with truth, and truth is often harsh. If this resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Today we're diving into 10 brutal truths you can't ignore if you want to live freely. They might sting, they might shake your worldview, but they might also set you free. As the philosopher Epictetus once said, "Only the educated are free." And by educated, he didn't mean degrees or diplomas. He meant those who learn the truth about themselves and the world and dare to live by it. 1. No one is coming to save you. Let's start with the toughest pill of all. You are responsible for your own life. No one, not a partner, not your parents, not society, is going to come along and fix everything for you. Waiting for rescue is a subtle form of giving your power away. The day you stop expecting someone to show up with answers is the day you start creating your own. Brutal? Yes. Empowering? Absolutely. 2. You will never have more time than you do right now. We think we have forever, but we don't. Time is not something you find, it's something you make space for through your choices. Postponing your goals, your healing, or your joy for someday is a trap. Live urgently, not recklessly. Start now, before later turns into never. 3. Most people don't care as much as you think. You're afraid of judgment, rejection, failure in public. But here's the truth. Most people are too busy worrying about themselves to think about you for long. Free yourself from the prison of other people's opinions. You were not born to please an imaginary audience. 4. Growth is painful. Staying stuck is worse. Whether it's leaving a toxic relationship, setting a boundary, or changing careers, growth comes with discomfort. It forces you to face your fears, your past, your habits. But comfort zones are illusions. Staying stuck might feel safe, but it quietly eats away at your soul. Pain is part of the path. Choose the one that leads forward. 5. You can't change people, only your response to them. Trying to fix, save, or control others will leave you exhausted. People only change when they decide to. Freedom lies in releasing what you can't control and focusing on the one thing you can, your response. Choose peace over power struggles. 6. You are not owed anything. The world doesn't owe you fairness. Life doesn't. When you're honest about your patterns, your pain, or the reality of a relationship or career, you stop making decisions based on fantasy. You choose with clarity, not confusion. You stop wasting time on what should work and start focusing on what does work. Hard truths cut through the noise, and they put the power back in your hands. 3. You take back responsibility for your life. A brutal truth many of us avoid is this: you are where you are because of choices you've made. That doesn't mean everything is your fault, but it does mean your future is your responsibility. And that is incredibly liberating. When you stop blaming, resenting, or waiting, you start building. And there's nothing more empowering than realizing You don't have to be a victim of your past. You can be the author of what comes next. 4. You save years of your life. Every time you ignore the truth about a toxic friendship, an unfulfilling job, or your own inner burnout, you waste time. You delay the inevitable. You keep turning circles in the same storm, hoping it will turn into sunshine on its own. Facing the truth can hurt for a moment, but denying it can cost you years. The sooner you face it, the sooner you free yourself. 5. You set healthier boundaries. Once you admit what's draining you, who's manipulating you, or what you've been tolerating, you stop explaining away bad behavior. You start protecting your peace. You stop saying yes when your soul screams no. The truth teaches you where to draw the line, and more importantly, it gives you the strength to actually draw it. 6. You stop fearing failure. Here's a secret. Failure isn't scary. Denial is. What keeps most people frozen is not failure itself, but the illusion that they should avoid it at all costs. When you face the truth that failure is a teacher, not a death sentence, you start taking action. You get bolder, you stop holding back, and as a result, you start moving forward. 7. You build real confidence. True confidence doesn't come from affirmations. It comes from honest self-awareness. When you face brutal truths about your strengths, your blind spots, your patterns, you develop real trust in yourself. You stop needing constant approval. You stop pretending. And you start operating from a grounded sense of who you are, flaws and all. 8. You attract healthier relationships. Let's be real. When you ignore the truth about yourself, you attract people who reflect that distortion back at you. But when you face the hard truths, your traumas, your baggage, your tendencies, you begin to choose differently. You stop chasing people who hurt you. You stop settling for. You begin attracting people who respect your honesty because now you respect it too. 9. You discover what actually matters. So many people spend their lives chasing goals that don't even belong to them. Money, status, likes, applause. But once you start facing the truth about what actually brings you peace, joy, and fulfillment, you realize that much of what you were chasing was noise. You stop running. You start listening. And from that stillness, you find your real values. 10. You gain true freedom. This is what it all comes down to. Facing the brutal truths of your life, about your past, your present, your patterns, gives you something denial never will. Freedom. Freedom from pretending, freedom from cycles, freedom from fear. It might break you at first, but it builds you into someone unshakable. Here's what you need to remember. Brutal truths don't come to destroy you. They come to wake you up, to give you your life back, to burn down the illusions keeping you stuck, so something stronger, wiser, and freer can rise from the ashes. As the ancient Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius said, "If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth by which no one was ever truly harmed." So ask yourself, what truth have you been avoiding? And what could your life become if you faced it today? If this resonates with you, share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss an update.